Why does the letter Ra sometimes sound soft in the Quran and at other times sounds a bit strong? This question often comes to the mind of learners during recitation. Many students read confidently until they reach the letter Ra, then hesitate, unsure whether it should be pronounced lightly or heavily. This hesitation happens not because the rules are difficult, but because the conditions of Ra are not always applied correctly. As explained earlier, there are 3 letters in the Quran that change their pronunciation based on rules: the Laam of the word Allah, Alif, and Ra. The rules of the Laam of the word Allah and Alif have already been discussed. Now, it is time to understand the rules of Ra, starting with the situations in which it is pronounced lightly. Ra is not pronounced by guesswork. It follows clear Tajweed rules. There are 5 conditions in which Ra is read lightly. The first condition is when there is a kasra or kasratain on Ra. For example,
Rijaalun.
Here, the kasra is directly on Ra, so the sound of Ra is light. Another example is
بقادر.
In this word, Ra has kasratain, so it is also read lightly. The second condition is when Ra is mushaddad and has a kasra. For example,
Sharri.
Because the mushaddad Ra carries a kasra, it is pronounced lightly. The third condition is when there is a kasra before a Ra sakin in the same word. For example,
أمرت.
Here, the letter before Ra sakin has a kasra in the same word, so the Ra is read lightly. If the kasra is not in the same word, the Ra sakin is not read lightly. For example,
رب ارجعون.
In this case, the kasra is in a separate word, so the Ra sakin is read heavily. The fourth condition is when there is a kasra before a sakin letter, and that sakin letter comes before a Ra sakin. For example,
ذكر.
Here, Ra becomes sakin due to waqf. Before, it is a kaf sakin, and before that kaf is a kasra. This kasra causes the Ra sakin to be read lightly. The fifth condition is when there is a ya sakin before a Ra sakin, regardless of whether there is a fetha, demma, or kasra before the ya sakin. For example,
غير.
In this word, Ra is sakin due to waqf. The presence of ya sakin makes the Ra light, even though there is a fetha before it. These are the 5 clear conditions in which Ra is pronounced lightly. Understanding these rules removes confusion and helps recite the Quran accurately and smoothly. This brings us to the end of today's lesson on the light pronunciation of Ra. In the next video, we will learn when Ra is pronounced heavily, insha'Allah. If this lesson helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Quran Majeed Academy.